Hi guys, I have a question for you. What do you think? Is justice a fact or is it fiction? Well, I would say that justice is a myth. I know it sounds all crazy and weird, but hear me out once. To understand this, we need to know about two things: justice and myth. So let's start with the basic. What is justice? Well, I searched it online and I went through many websites and articles and videos, and I found out that there are many types of justice and many approaches to the word justice. And I also found out the approach by John Rawls, who simply argued that justice is fairness. Well, he also wrote a book in 1985 which went as Justice as Fairness. In this book, he mentioned his idea of justice socially and politically. In his book, there was a line which went as justice as fairness provides what we want. So, yeah, let's conclude the fact for this video that justice means fairness. And the thing with fairness is you cannot measure the amount of fairness. You cannot say that this was 50% fair and this was 10% fair. Fairness is subjective, and that makes justice subjective. So yeah, we'll come back to justice, but right now let's move to the second segment and the second definition of myth. So what is myth? Well, everyone has their own point of views on the word, their own definitions and their own meaning. So I had to go through various websites and articles and a lot of YouTube videos till I found a definition which made sense to me by Devdutt Pattnaik, who is an author and a mythologist and doctor by profession. He explained myth pretty simply and amazingly, and I'm just gonna play the video for you guys, even though I'm gonna get copyrighted, but here it goes.
So now let's look at the world very simply. There are some truths that are everybody's truths, like hunger and fear. वो सबके लिए true है. Maybe not for inanimate objects, for animate objects. Everybody's truth is a fact. Harry Potter is fantasy. Nobody's truth. इन दोनों के बीच में होता है somebody's truth. That is myth.
I hope that you got what I mean with myth over here. Alright, so now that the idea of justice and myth is somewhat clear, let's move on to the argument that justice is a myth. And to explain that, I would just like to put you in a situation. Imagine that you are robbed $500. Now, what would justice mean to you? Would it be getting those $500 back, or would it be the punishment of the thief or the robber? For me personally, I would go with getting my $500 back because the punishment of the thief won't compensate my loss. But for you maybe, or for the bystanders who saw me get robbed, for them maybe punishment of the thief is justice. So whose idea of justice is right and wrong? Alright, let's talk about the people we think provide us with justice. The court. Court generally has a prosecutor, a defense and a judge. Well, let's go into their job descriptions. A prosecutor seeks to convict, not at any cost, but by placing the truth before the court. A defense attorney seeks the best outcome for his client, whereas a judge seeks to enforce the rules of the game. You see, none of them work to provide us justice. The robbed situation. Now, let's go back to that and remember that that's a small scale example. You can always move to a bigger scale example like murder, like someone murdered your friend. What would you want? Punishment for the murderer or your friend back if they could? But yeah, let's say that I get my $500 back and the thief or robber is punished. Is that justice? Well, at first it might seem to be, but is it really? What is justice? Is a 1 year imprisonment justice, or is a 1 month imprisonment justice? Or is the $10 fine justice, or is it the $100 fine justice? What is the real idea of justice? See, here's the thing. Well, justice is fairness, and fairness can be different for everyone. For me, a $10 fine could be justice for me and could be enough for the thief, but for you maybe a $100 fine is justice, and for a third person, maybe imprisonment time is justice. So, justice is very subjective, and everyone has their own idea of justice, and that's what myth is. Myth is subjective truth, your truth, my truth, your personal truth, and that's why I say that justice is a myth, because everyone has their own idea of justice, and therefore justice is a myth. Now, what are the other words you can replace justice with? Fairness or law? No, not law. Karma? Well, not exactly, because justice doesn't mean karma. Justice is not equal to karma. And yeah, I'll come back to that topic in another video. So, for this video, this is it, and I hope I explained my argument okayish. And if you like the video, please hit like, subscribe, and share this video among your friends, because I just really want my channel to reach as many people as it can. Thank you. अभी मोनू चल आजा भाई, इंस्टाग्राम पे चलते हैं कैरी मिनाटी को जस्टिस दिलाने.